Alright, so we just dropped into the middle of nowhere. Let's see.
This VOD is an edited down form of a live stream. If you would like to
So I
catch
have to
these
find a
streams
map.
live in their entirety, make sure to follow me here on YouTube, on Twitch, or on Facebook. I stream on all three platforms almost daily.
Bamboo is actually really good for building, just because there's not a lot of other uses for it other than building. Like you aren't going to make your tools or weapons out of it. So, okay. Are we at the plane rack? Yes, we are. Okay, I know right where we are. This is actually a pretty deep spawn point. I don't know if that's the normal spawn point. Very good, because we get coconuts. We already have a bed that's up off the ground. I think there's even some obsidian in here. Yeah. I'm gonna save those there for an emergency. So I think tonight I'm going to spend the night here. I think that's the plan.
And with that, I decided to set out and gather some materials. Step 1 was to make an axe. With the axe made, I could now easily gather the wood needed to make a spear and a bow. So I set out to gather a couple of long sticks.
Find a tree so I can get a long stick and go ahead and make myself a spear. If I can find 2, that'd be great, because I'd go and make myself a bow as well. That was weird. Right, that falls up there. Okay. Found our crafting table there. Obsidian. Alright, we got ourselves an obsidian spear. That's good. Where'd that other long stick go? Here it is. We'll go ahead and craft ourselves a bow.
And while I was finishing up with my tools, my bird decided to throw a fit in her cage.
I need a stick. Obsidian. I think just a rope, right? Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but so her cage door has 2 latches on it, and we normally only latch the bottom ones, especially if she's not going to be in there very long, because like now she'll only be in there an hour or 2, however long I'm streaming. Or well, probably not even that long, because my girlfriend will be home soon. So I just latch the bottom one. She can't undo it, and she still can't get out or open the door. But there's enough play in the top of the door that she found she could bite it and just slam the cage or the door over and over. And,
With my tools crafted and all avian fits had, it was time to top up my resources while searching for a good spot to build my base. Selecting a good spot to build my base was absolutely crucial if I didn't want to waste precious time gathering water, mud, and other building materials, as I would later find out.
Be a really cool spot to build. You need to keep an eye out for the Molinera plant, or whatever it's called. So I can go ahead and get some bandages made just in case anything happens.
And as if the universe wanted to make a cruel joke of foreshadowing, something did in fact happen that ended my time in the jungle prematurely.
And I don't have any bandages. Oh shit. I actually heard it that time. Normally they don't make any sounds. I don't want to walk into that snake.
I had no arrows for my bow, so that left me with only my spear. Knowing I needed some chance for survival, I tried to find any terrain that would give me some advantage.
I'm gonna slowly get myself somewhere advantageous to fight it. I don't want to take my eyes off it, but here's. I don't dare try throwing my spear at it. My only weapon.
I managed to scare off the cat, but didn't escape the fight unscathed. Severely wounded and with no bandages, I searched desperately to find a Molinaria plant.
Okay, oops. I definitely don't want to drop that. I managed to scare it off though. That's a good thing.
Despite my best efforts, I was unable to find anything to make a bandage and eventually succumbed to my wounds, completely erasing all the progress I'd made so far.
Yeah, not doing so well. I haven't found like any Molinera plants or anything. And I just died. Oh, that didn't last very long.
Not willing to accept defeat, I started again. I crafted my tools and collected more resources, all while searching for the perfect spot to build my base. While crafting, I came across this weird texture bug that would pop up again and again throughout this video.
Got a bunch of sticks lying around here. I have the obsidians. I don't have the rope. What's some right here? Gotta use my last rope. Alright, that was a weird bug. Oh nice, it's... Okay, well my obsidian just disappeared on me, so... Wait, no, it's... Okay, so it's... here. I don't know, okay.
After snagging myself a bird for its feathers, I fell and injured myself, and of course, I still didn't have any bandages, so I was once again on a time crunch to find some Molinaria.
I'll just shove the whole parrot in my bag. I lost my spear though. Oh shit. I got my spear back, but... Yeah, I gotta find some bandages again.
Fortunately this time, I was able to find some Molinaria and get myself bandaged up before my wound got infected, which would have made things much more complicated. It was getting late in the day, and I still hadn't found the perfect spot to build my base, let alone actually started building it. With a singular focus, I set out to find that perfect spot. I found lots of cool spots, but they either lacked access to mud and water or other basic resources.
That won't be an issue. I don't even know if I can actually...
Eventually, I found a small watering hole next to a cave, and I was hoping I'd be able to build a path up to that cave. The watering hole was also tucked back into a cliffside and had plenty of trees around for harvesting wood, plus the watering hole would give me access to mud for building and water for drinking. It was the perfect spot, or so I thought.
This is going to be home. But I started on PS4. I didn't really get very far because I was super busy. I worked a full-time job. I was doing YouTube as well as the streams, and it just is a bit overwhelming. Basic flat games. Once in a while, I still do. If you check out my past streams, you'll see I have some Tarkov and some Rainbow Six Siege on there, including some like Stellaris and stuff. But I pretty much play VR. Here, oh, it won't be long before I need the logs. Okay. I may not have dropped it. It might have actually went back to my bag. Okay, so we have this. Now I just need to go. Can I not grab water from this? Rain.
So, yeah, of course. After all of that, I couldn't harvest mud or water from this watering hole. Fortunately, I did find another water hole that wasn't too far away that let me harvest mud and water. But by the time I found it, it was getting dark, so I decided to hold off any further building until the morning. As my luck would have it, though, the morning brought its own troubles.
Yeah. Well, I'm a waterbender.
I got myself some dinner, made a bed, and turned in for the night.
For now, we'll just that right there. Let's go ahead and sleep.
And yet again, the missing texture bug showed itself.
Where did my bird's nest go? Okay, I don't know why I keep having so many textures disappearing. Freeball and proteins. Okay.
After breakfast, I commenced with the building. Quickly realizing that I needed a roof more than I needed a second frame, I put building the second frame on hold until I had a roof. Unfortunately, in order to build a mud roof, I first needed a mud mixer.
I'm wasting time trying to build that one. I really need to be building a mud roof, like I said. Fine. You know, now that I think about it, I totally should have built this mud mixer out front, because I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm going to carry the mud through or around my little structure now.
God, I could use a drink.
Okay, now I just need, excuse me, the river mud.
The mud mixer was complete, so I grabbed some mud and filled it up. Unfortunately, I needed some campfire ash in order to mix it into mud bricks. The problem was that the rain kept putting out my fire before it could burn up, therefore no ash. So, long story short, I needed ash to make a roof, but I needed a roof
So I
to
can
get
keep my
ash.
fire going even when it's raining, and then I think I want to get a water or a mud filter.
My plan was just to keep relighting the fire after the rain put it out, and eventually the campfire would burn itself out. While I was
Let's see
waiting,
what all I can.
I contemplated the issues with my base, primarily its distance from any mud or water sources.
Is there?
Deciding the best option was to cut my losses early, I started building a new base at the second watering hole. This hole gave me access to unlimited water and mud right at home. And the waste of time and resources spent on the previous base would be nothing compared to the amount of time I would save by having mud right next to where I was building.
Yeah, and I can build up and use ladders to get up top. That would be nice. Okay, let's go get some bamboo.
Use a drink.
rope. We got our frame done.
With the intention of building a mud roof, I started building a new mud mixer at the new base.
Right here. Okay.
The problem was, I still needed campfire ash. Hoping my fire had burned itself out, I headed back to my original base.
Oh, there's another bamboo log.
As luck would have it, the rain had put the fire out.
It went out.
I spent the next 2 in-game days relighting the fire, but the constant rain just wouldn't let the fire burn out.
Anyway.
Eventually, I just gave in and built a palm roof. That would give the campfire a nice dry spot to burn continuously, and I would eventually get some ash. However, at this point, it was getting rather late in the day, so I decided to call it a stream and hung up my headset for the night. It was a rough start, but I was confident that moving my base was the smart move, and that would benefit me much more in the long run. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. That lets me know you enjoyed it and helps me with the algorithm. This is a small channel after all, so small things like that actually have huge impacts. But anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.
I really only get 4. No, there's 5. Okay, I was gonna say I should have gotten more palm leaves from that, but I did. I did perfect amount. Now I can save.